And here we go. We're live. Well, family, spring is upon us. And we all know what that means. If you have a garden, those garden gnomes are going to be checking out your handiwork in your yard. My wife said that also means that the groundhogs are coming out. Boo. But anyways, spring is in action. That's what my wife said. Head over to Archon Mounts. That's archon.com. Get yourself one of these handy tripods from Archon Mounts. They are, man, they're built tough. And if you want to buy one of these, they're pretty flexible. You can tie them all around, all kinds of good stuff. But anyways, go to archon.com and you put in Hawaii at the promo code section, and you get 20% off your entire order at archon.com. So, anyways, real quick promo of that. Also, the new merch is up. I'm actually wearing some of it. Glow Sessions. That's at our website. Actually, if you're on Twitter or X, is actually on my profile as well. You can get yourselves some nice merch. Got the beanies as well, and there's a bunch of other stuff on there too. So that's a new merch. All that good stuff. This is something I'm doing a little bit different. This is one of my spontaneous broadcasts here on X. We actually check this out, family. We're live on X. Where are we live on? We're live on everything. X, Rumble. I think we're live on Rumble, Kick, and YouTube as well. I think, yeah. I'm thinking it all works. But if not, I'll upload the full video. So, but anyways, this is something new. It's called Monday Night Sessions. I think I put the title in right. These are random. So one of my friends was like, why don't you go live earlier? I'm going to bed. I said, well, my kids just went to sleep, so I was busy. I had daddy duty. So well, here we are. Monday night sessions. This is something I'm going to do randomly, maybe consistent. I don't know. But we'll be back in about a minute and 15 seconds. Do me a favor, while I'm playing the video, share this out, repost it, like, subscribe, all the good stuff, whatever channels that you're watching me from. If you don't know me, my name is Butter Greg, aka The Real Gila. You're watching Glow Sessions, aka Monday Night Session. I don't know what we're doing here, but we'll be back in a minute and 15 seconds. All right, we are live. Brother Sean, I see you out there in Australia, out there in the water. Good to see you. And those of you that are on, I think my Rumble kicked me out, but that's okay. We are live on X, and we are doing what we call Monday Night Sessions. It's actually in the future out there in Australia. Good to see you guys. I got my Australia family, and actually Grant is one of our moderators for our live stream community X. And so we're just grateful to have you guys here. I know you guys are in the future out there in a different time zone. So thank you guys for being here. Appreciate you guys. A little bit of that's me talking. I have my phone going. A little bit of housekeeping. If you're not following me, make sure you click that follow button. Also, repost this if you find this interesting or whatever. I would appreciate it. And also, commenting, believe it or not, actually, it helps out a lot. So definitely. The commenting helps, a little bit of engagement. And brother Derek, bro, what the heck? We got the drone crew in the house, man. It's good to see you guys. I guess you guys are up. Everybody else is sleeping. My East Coast family, they're all sleeping. And so, but that's all good. Okay, what time is it? So I had an appointment today, and I think that I had a Zoom meeting, and I think that the guy that I was supposed to have to meet with, I think he maybe didn't set his time back or forward because it was like daylight saving, whatever time it was. So Flying high. I'll be in the sky pretty soon, guys. I don't know when for sure. But I have my drone, all my batteries are charged. It's different, for those you that are drone pilots, it's different where I'm at. I don't know the wind conditions. I don't know how consistent they are. You know, I've flown in Hawaii for how many years, and I learned how certain areas that I could fly where I knew that I could stay out of a certain pocket and I knew I'd be fine. But then if it got windy, I knew that I could just put it in sport mode and just power through. So, but it's coming soon. So I know it's Monday. It's the last 30 minutes of Monday. And I guess I'm organized tonight. So here's the question: how was your guys' weekend, first of all? And I'll share a little bit about my weekend. Um, I will say I can't even remember what we did this weekend. Nothing crazy profound, but what did we do? All I know is we did taxes. My wife, she spent the whole weekend finishing up our taxes. And if you guys remember, I think a week ago, I was bragging about my wife doing all of our business filings. I think she did three. Was it three? At least three business filings. Everything from LLCs. We had to get two new LLCs. One, two. Bring another one up to good standing. And I think there's another one I think we got to do as well. I'm thinking. And anyway, she did all that, and so she finally finished our taxes, which was that was because we always do our own taxes every year, and this is I think the hardest. Yeah, yeah, this was the hard because of multiple LLCs and tracing back. So in the state of Hawaii, we have to kind of trace back a little bit as well. It's hot there. Is it Adelaide? 5 days over. 5 days over. Hey Google, what is 35 degrees Celsius in Fahrenheit?
35 degrees Celsius is 95 degrees Fahrenheit.
That's pretty hot. No, 95 is hot now. The humidity, I imagine, doesn't help. So, Derek, we're not in Hawaii right now, right? So here where we're living in the summertime, it gets up to 105, but it doesn't really feel hot. Like, oh my God, I want to like just jump in a pool. It's hot, but it's dry. So, but not in Hawaii, it can be like 90 and we're dying because Hawaii, the humidity is very high. So 3 days, 42. Hey, Google, what is 42 degrees Celsius in Fahrenheit?
42 degrees Celsius is equivalent to
107. That's
It gets 107 here. I think Ohio's is like 113.
113.
Yeah. It's crazy. Nobody like go outside.
Well, anything triple digits is hot. You got to stay hydrated, with some H2O. Just for good measure, to all of my drone guys that are in here, is anybody going to fly? Anybody going to go flying in the next few minutes? Because I'll go live. No, I'll screen share you going live. That way people here can see it too. What's up, Brett? Yeah, hey, thank you for that. So if you guys don't know Brett invited me to his drone crew, and I don't know what year it was, but I appreciate that. I was looking at the DM today and I'm like, wow, Brett is the one that brought me in, and I appreciate that. And the cool thing about the guys that are in the drone live stream crew, they just want to like have a community. They don't care. What's up, brother Larry? Good to see you, brother. And even the nights are warm. Yeah. Here. Well, I know here it drops down to 50 sometimes during the summertime. So, but yeah, Brett. So Brett posted up a workaround with the chat stream. So if anybody is on an Android, I didn't do a video. I was thinking about doing it, but I just didn't have the energy or time to do it. But there's a workaround. If you're on an Android device, you can actually comment. I don't know if you can tap on the screen, but you can for sure read comments and enter comments, so you can actually be part of the conversation. And so I appreciate Brett. And you know what? I posted it up on a previous live stream, but I didn't know you had to delete from the question mark back. So in the coming days, I will put up a tutorial video, and I'll make sure that I'll give Brett all the credit, and also I'll link his PayPal so you guys can give him a little tip for it. So I don't know if I'm serious or joking, but it'd be cool if you guys did tip him because that's a big deal to be able to comment live streaming with the Android devices. Fortunately, I have an iPhone too, so I can definitely read comments and type comments, all that good stuff. So, well, as far as your weekend, well, how was your guys' Monday? Monday is almost over here in the West Coast. In my native state of Hawaii, they still have another 3 hours left to go. So, 3 hours?
Last in the time zone.
Yeah. Hey Google, what time is it in Hawaii?
The time in Hawaii is 8:46 p.m.
Yeah, so Hawaii's got 3 more hours to go. So Larry said, "Give me the chi." Yes, I'll chi. And hey guys, I'm so excited. I wasn't too happy with the ladies print, but the guys prints, I like it. So this is our branding glow sessions. If you want to buy some, it's in our store, in my website. It's also on my Twitter profile. Grant's gonna be flying about 5 to 10. Okay, you guys let me know, and I'll screen share because I can screen share it on here, and then we'll send you guys over there for sure. Tap in on the usernames in a browser chat, send you to there. Ah, you see, now that's a major plus because you can't even do that in iOS, Brett. You can't even. So if you tap on the screen, it'll take you to their Periscope profile. I don't know if you guys caught that, but if you follow them in a Periscope profile, it'll follow them in the Twitter. It's weird. So we got to do a full detailed write up of it so I can post it. Yeah. So guys, Grant is going to be going live in about 5 to 10 minutes. If you don't know Grant, he is he's the guy that takes us out to eat with him and stuff. So he'll buy a bunch of food and I think it was fish and chips. But anyways, he takes us out to eat with him and then he takes it home and just hangs out and eats dinner with us. But he's going to be live in about 5 to 10 minutes. He's a drone pilot. And we'll share. I'm going to try to share that on here. I should have no problem doing it. I have some notes here. Monday, I talked about taxes. This week in social media is this past week is very interesting. There's been a lot of, I don't follow all the news and tips. I just know that it's always a cycle. And one of the things that Elon had mentioned was that they are updating the algorithm or fixing whatever. To me, I already know. So if anybody knows anything about algorithm or algorithms, it's not a mystical creature in the sky. It's an actual human being in an office building sending the updates or programming the algorithm, which is technically a self-sustaining, but it still requires a human engagement interaction to make it work. So sometimes there are things that we do which pulls us out of the graces of the algorithm. So Elon had mentioned something to that effect that they're updating or fixing. And all that aside, I am working on a course, which is a more introductory, broad overview of how to live stream. And I'm going to put the course up. It's not going to be free. I'm going to charge for it because I want to make some money. I'm not going to charge a lot, but I think it'll be good for people that maybe want to brush up on the skills. I'm going to share all my best practices and just share things that I've learned a lot from you guys, and just going to put it all together and make tutorial videos. I'm going to have PDF files that you can download, all that good stuff. So Pedro, good to see you, brother. I see Pedro. I can see him on my iPhone, but good to see you. All the drone guys, it's so the majority of the drone guys are in that side of the planet, and then we've got Nick, who's in Canada, and then who else do we have in the United States besides me? I mean, I haven't flown in a while, at least live. I haven't flown live in a while. I haven't flown in a while, period. The last time I've flown was my FPV. Yeah, well, the last memory of my FPV, it went into the ocean. So, yeah, the DJI FPV. Several seconds of lag. Is that good? Because sometimes it can be a minute lag. Well, usually on desktop, it's a lot longer lag, right? So what else? The course. I talked about the course. And then I'll be putting a course up on my X profile, and I'll put a link in my website. I'm going to charge something kind of small, but I want to charge something because I want people to I don't want them to take it for granted. Okay, Grant is going live. Okay, let me prep my other screen real quick. I'm gonna look him up and I'm gonna show you guys his profile. While we're just hanging, I'm gonna show you guys his profile so you know what he looks like. G Long. See, I remember his username, G Long 6. Okay. So let's show you guys his profile. And then I'll show I'll share some of your guys' profiles who are in here as well. So let's do this. Slides, video file, share screen. So this is Grant. This is the guy that's going to go live from his drone. And he reposted my video. Thank you, Grant. Appreciate you. You didn't have to, but so this is Grant. And he's going to be going live from that drone. That looks like or maybe not that drone.Maybe that's just his favorite. And he does actually some pretty amazing content. So here's one. This was today. He just flew. And I'm not sure what software he's using. Does anybody know what software he's using to fly? I'm not quite sure. But that's Grant. And let's take the comment out. And let's pull me down on the bottom. Or let's put me at the top. There we go. So that's Grant. And let's check him out a little bit. He does a lot of live broadcasts too. And he is also a moderator in our live stream Community X as well. And we're excited, guys. We have 113 members. That's pretty amazing in less than 2 weeks or 2 weeks. I think it's 2 weeks now. So thank you guys for that. So as soon as he goes live, we'll put our screen DJI Go 4. Okay, gotcha. That's what he uses. The Go 4. I guess that's the one that I have because I have a Mavic 2. No, I have a Mavic 2 Pro Zoom. I think that's what I have. I believe. Thank you, Derek. I appreciate that. So let's pull this up. That was my office view for many years, but anybody's wondering. But yeah, so for those of you that are photographers or you're in drone photography, give these guys, all these guys a follow. I'll pull them up. Brett, we got Grant. If you want to know the ins and outs of drone video, drone photography, those are your guys. Yeah. But getting back into social media, there's some other things that I'm trying to remember from memory. I know that X, they brought back the live video portion back into Spaces. And I'm guessing they fixed the bugs. I don't know. I'm not sure. But I know they didn't fix the Android bugs yet. So, you know, that's still another work in progress. And I believe my wife was asking me something about Facebook today. And I can't remember what Facebook was down or something. But I mentioned that Facebook has outages a lot. So for whatever reason, it's amazing. You look at Facebook. My wife said, unbeknownst to us. Unbeknownst to us, says the gnome. And if you don't catch that, in the beginning, we are talking about gnomes and gophers. But it's funny because Facebook is such a behemoth. Like they have such huge data. Like right up the road from where we live, there's a Facebook data center that has currently, from my last recollection, they have 5 buildings right now. And they have 4 more that they're building. Each building is 1 million square feet. Okay. So if anybody can do the math, I've kind of done it. 5 buildings, each building is 1 million square feet. Okay. One building can hold on average about 4 to 5 Costco's in one building. Okay. 5 Costco's in one building. Facebook has a data center that has 5 operational buildings and they have 4 more. So they're going to have 9 million square feet of just computers in buildings storing data. And this is one of 7 centers worldwide. And the one that's here is one of their test sites. So it shows just how huge, like just, yeah, it's a lot of feet, bro. It's a lot. And it makes you wonder, why do they have outages? Like, why? it's yeah. I think there's a lot more to that than just you know a site that shut down. I'm pretty sure there's a lot of competition, if you will, I guess, if that's the word, when it comes to social media. And yeah, it makes you wonder, right, with all that square footage. And the other thing with social media, it just escaped me. What was I going to say? Um, we're going to talk about podcasting because I was called out the other day without really being called out. I guess that's, and I didn't get offended by it. It actually got me to think, and it made me actually reinforce my position that podcasting originally was a audio file that was basically like a news source, and it was through an RSS feed, which I think it stands for really simple syndication, something like that. And basically, it just says, I put an audio file, and we're gonna give you news sources. You can download it, and you're gonna hear it every week, or every 2 weeks, or every month, whatever the frequency of that is. And every time I post something in this RSS feed, every outlet gets it. So it's kind of like a digital newspaper with a voice, basically. Well, that was back like 20 something years ago. And so we're in 2024. And I think the definition may have migrated. I don't think it changed, but I think it migrated because there's a lot of technology that has advanced. So since then, it's kind of like when we say we're going to buy a television, but like it's not technically a television. Thank you, Brett. Appreciate you, brother. We're gonna catch Derek or Grant live. As soon as he's live, we're gonna share out his screen, and then we'll have you guys follow him as well. I'm just waiting for him to set up his. Oh, he tried it. He was live, and then he probably forgot something. So, but getting back to the podcast, it made me think when I would say 90% of people, when they hear, hey, did you see so and so's podcast, or did you? I think we inadvertently say see because we watch it, because YouTube is like king of all video. I think YouTube, if I'm not mistaken, I believe YouTube surpasses everybody in terms of hours watched. Yeah, when they bought YouTube for like 1.3 billion all those years ago, 20 something years ago, I think they knew what they were onto. So a lot of times when we say, did you see so and so's podcast? I think we inadvertently, technically it's not a podcast, but then I understand now. You forgot to hit the, oh no. Did you have to reset? I've done that twice, Grant, and I couldn't, I would have to reset something, recalibrate. Yeah. Going back. Okay. So Grant's going to go back up. So I'm going to try to finish this point before Grant goes up. But I will say this. Now I understand why generally as a public, like we say, did you watch? It's because we're watching them tape their podcast and they put the audio. And that's what I've been doing all along anyway, because my Spotify doesn't have live. I don't think they do anyway. I don't think they have live podcasts. I think you upload your audio and then they send it out to all the RSS feeds. And but yeah, I that's kind of where my thought process was in that. But then at the same token, if I'm going to record a live stream here and you guys could experience it, I'm still going to say it's a podcast because I'm letting you know that, hey, this is going to be available later. Grant is live. Okay, let's share his live. Let's refresh this one. Let's go back. There he is. Okay. We're going to jump in Grant's live. Hopefully it doesn't echo somewhere. Okay, let's go here. Let me update my background. Does anybody know what kind of drone that he has? Just curious. Let's put him up.
Hey everyone, welcome, my friends. Those birds you can hear are cockatoos. I'll see if I can give you a good view of the cockatoos. G'day, Sean. Yeah, we're up at 25 meters, or about 50 feet at the moment. This is just up in my backyard. I'll just take you up and pan around. Let's go up a little bit. Oh, Pedro, it's brilliant now. It is so much cooler. The changes come in. It's about 24 degrees at the moment, and they're predicting rain tomorrow for about half a day, which is fantastic. So no blue sky. No blue sky. Pedro. So this is just a very this is the g'day, Sean. I'm good, thanks, mate. Yeah, Greg. I was just so I wanted to get up in the air so quickly. I forgot to put take my gimbal guard off, and I was wondering why the gimbal was. I want to show you. That's what you can see there is the train line that runs down to the local station. Now so hopefully I'll be able to show you a train, but I don't think I'll be able to show you the. I don't think I'll be able to show you the bay. It's about 20 minutes drive.
So
that
so that's
direction,
the
and
train that Grant he robbed.
We're
They
viewing
had this shipment of donuts, and he flagged it down, and
Here
he
we go.
robbed other donuts. If you guys want
let's
watch
get
the
up
replay,
here,
you gotta
guys.
follow him.
Let's get up to the maximum. We're nearly up to 100
up,
meters,
Bilky?
which is about
Yes.
400 feet. And g'day, Larry. Of course, the maximum you're allowed to fly is 120 meters. That's regulations. So it's sorry it's not sunny. I'd love to give you a bit more contrast, but it was just a very impromptu flight. Just want to show you my view of southeast of Melbourne. I'm about 50-minute drive southwest. No, Larry, it's all good. There's no wind today. There's no wind. There's the train line. I want to show you a train. The train should be passing. What's the time now? Oh, in about 5 minutes. And my batteries are charged up, so I'll stay up until the train goes past. Yeah, let's rob a train. Yeah. So good afternoon, good evening, everyone. It's 6:05 here, or 6:04 on a Tuesday evening. We've just had the whole of southeastern Australia's had quite a heat wave. So yes, it's been really warm as you've heard, and we haven't had any rain. We haven't had any rain this Oh, cool. No, well, at least you didn't come down last weekend, Sean. So look how dry the.
Okay, but we'll come back to all right, we'll come back to Grant in just a minute. So, so for those of you that don't know Grant, so he's a drone pilot, and also he's a moderator in one of our communities on live stream, Community X. So I also seen Brother Kyoki, who was in here. Thank you guys for being in here. I'm gonna jump out of. I'm in his live stream as well, so let me jump out of there real quick and jump back into mine. But if you're joining me for the first time, first of all, thank you. If you're jumping in on a replay, thank you for going all the way to this point. We are about 29 minutes in, and so thank you for those of you that have been just hanging out and faithfully just commenting, sharing this out. Appreciate you. I see that they didn't update the the viewing structure. So what I mean by that, so if you're on an iPhone, you notice that the numbers are extremely higher than what they usually are. It's because they're running a total views count. So what that means is, um, rather than show a concurrent or what is actually in the room at that given moment, they're showing you the total amount of viewers. And so there's a psychology to that, right? Many years ago when they launched the live streaming app on Periscope, which was the native application that they had purchased. Well, anyways, there was a time when they would test out content creators' reactions, and so right now X is at a place where they have a very low engagement um, numbers, and so their engagement or even their live stream minutes are extremely low, uh, for good reason. Because there's a lot of bugs and people are just probably don't know and they don't want to do it anymore. So when the numbers are low, the concurrent number is extremely low, and when the concurrent number is extremely low, less people want to live stream. So the thing is, it's a cash cow that's waiting to happen. So I think by them showing the total views, it kind of makes the content creators feel warm and fuzzy. And, oh my god, I have 100 people. No, you don't have 100. You had maybe 100 total, and then it's increasing over time. So I think it encourages people to keep going, um, although it kind of gives a false picture, I think. But when I look in the outer room in itself, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So they have a way to get you to keep live streaming. So I bring that up for anybody that is considering live streaming to, number one, just put up your content that there are people that are going to watch later, because like right now it's midnight here in the west coast of the United States. My family out there in Hawaii, it's still 9 o'clock. So there are people going to watch when they're up. There's going to be people that will watch a couple of days from now. So just keep putting out your content, and people will jump in. Unfortunately, on Android they can't comment. Actually, everybody can comment within the the post section. So I have some notes that I'm going to follow, and then we'll land the plane. This week in social media, we talked about X, we talked about Facebook. What did we talk about? What did we not talk about? Bro, okay, this is not social media. Well, it kind of is. Mike Tyson and what's that guy's name? Is it Jake Paul? Bro, they're gonna be scrapping. Bro, they're gonna mix it up. I'm gonna find a video. I just think that's interesting that Mike Tyson and I think it's Jake Paul. It's one of the Paul brothers. Mike Tyson YouTube. I'm gonna show you a video of Mike Tyson. Bro, Mike Tyson at 50, I think he's 57 years old. At 57 years old, bro. I'm gonna show you guys. And this guy, I mean, he's a beast. He's an animal. Let's go to YouTube. Here we go. Mike Tyson training. I think this is his latest one. Let's find. I'll find this other one. Yeah. Okay, I'll show you guys. Wow, watch this. This is crazy. Wow, watch this. Wow, he's 57 years old. Let me find another video. This guy is a beast. This is crazy. Let's find another one. Watch this one. I watched this one today.
This is Jules, VP of a ketchup company, about to use.
I'm not a boxer.
Wow, that's crazy. That another video. Let's do one more video. There's one where he's in his where is he? I don't find one. The fact that he wears like, I'm trying to find one without. Sometimes these guys do a lot of commentators. Watch this one. Right, his look at his legs. Oh my gosh. His hamstrings, like his base is. I know there's 30 years difference age between him and Paul. But I still wouldn't want to. No, thank you. No, thank you. No, thank you. All right, let's go back to Grant. I want to see if he's still alive. Let's see if Grant is still alive. Grant is a drone pilot, and he's still alive. Okay, so we're gonna jump back in live, and then we'll see if you guys can follow him if you guys like his content. Let's do this. Share screen. Grant. Okay, there we are. Oh, is he done?
Yeah, I do. I also live stream. Oh no, V. Yeah, up in Northern Victoria. Yeah. Yeah. So I've been live streaming for nine years or so. Live stream on TikTok as well, but not as much on Heckle and here on X. So yeah, follow me, guys.
Hey, real quick, I see Fernando in here. Good to see you, brother.
Thank you, replay viewers. Thank you, viewers.
Fernando, man.
Now,
I'm not sure what time zone you're in, but thank you for watching, man. I appreciate you. You're definitely I appreciate you jumping in here and hanging out. For those of you that are in the live stream and you're able to comment, do me a favor, throw some comments up because it does help in terms of the metrics. So we definitely would appreciate it. If you're on Android, sorry, you can't comment. Sorry. Let's get back to Grant.
Follow Greg Lopez, G-Lo. Awesome live streamer extraordinaire. Follow Brizwiz, follow Pedro, follow Derek. Follow V too. My wonderful friend. Thanks, Brett. You're welcome, mate. Okay, cheers, everyone. Look after yourselves, look after one another. And until we fly again, take care. Adios. See ya. Hey. Thanks, Larry. Cheers, mate. What's for dinner? We're having nuggets, chicken nuggets and chips. It's yeah. We don't feel like cooking after 3 days of 100 plus temperatures. Nah, no good. Okay, cheers.
So that is, for those of you that don't know, that's Grant. The one thing I like about this group, so I'm a part of these drone live streamers, and Grant is actually a moderator in our live stream community. And good to see you, brother Fernando. Yes. And so the one thing I like about these guys is that they don't care about like if they get 1,000 viewers, and some of them do get. I'm not saying that they don't, but they just want to share their content. And so I've been a part of the group for at least 3 years now. even after Twitter shut down the live stream portion of their Periscope app, you could still live stream on here. It's just a lot harder. And these guys actually kept it going. They were still live streaming on this app. And a lot of people didn't even know. So I definitely appreciate them, like keeping everything going. There's a Grant. So Grant is going to eat chicken nuggets and chips or fries for you people in the West. I think fish and chips is something from the UK and I guess Australia. They say that. I didn't know that. But Grant is one of those guys that it doesn't matter if he's flying an epic, flight plan through like epic scenery, or if he's like sitting in his lawn chair, telling us what he's going to eat. And so, but I say that, family, that for people that are considering sharing your life or sharing your story with people, live streaming is probably the singular most organic way to share your life with people. And so, and I this is my channel, so I'm going to promote it as much as I want, but I'm actually putting together a course that I'm going to charge a little bit of money. Obviously it's a business and I'm not going to charge a lot. It's going to be like under $50, I'm sure, but it'll be a live streaming course where I cover all the bases from whether you have an iPhone, if you have an iPhone, or if you have an Android device, if you've got tablets, if you've got a drone. I have my drones behind me. I want to teach you best practices on equipment to use. I'm going to cover what's up, Retta? How you doing, brother? I'm going to cover what type of equipment to use, what type of software. I've used I've used OBS software, which is my favorite in terms of quality. It's not my favorite in terms of a seamless experience because OBS is very complicated. I've used StreamYard, I've used Stream Elements, I've used Restream, I've used Prism Live, I've used Stream. I can't remember the name of it. Oh, I can always forget. Stream something. But I spent a lot of money, just to, and my wife and I were just talking. I spent so much money on equipment that I don't even use anymore. Like, I'm keeping this for nostalgia. This is my very first live stream microphone. This is like the standard back in the day. And so I have, I'm not going to drop money, but it was, I spent thousands of dollars on equipment just trying to figure out what works. You know what I mean? So, yeah. So I'm just taking a minute. I'm not good at pre-recorded content, so I'd rather go live and just edit that later. So, but if you guys are not following Retta as well, so we got Retta, and also Fernando. Streamlabs, yes, thank you, Grant. So my favorite is StreamYard. I don't know why StreamYard. I've been using it since 2019. Yeah, I've been using StreamYard since 2019, and I've been paying them. So I pay $50 a month to use StreamYard, but I've used Streamlabs as well. So I spent a lot of time and money and making a lot of mistakes. So I'm putting it all together. It's going to be just a 3-module course. It'll be fairly easy. And I just want to share that with you guys. And obviously, the reason I want to charge money, obviously I want to make money, but I also want to make it where you're accountable and you don't take it for granted. Because I've done a lot of courses that are free and I didn't care about them. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't care. Like, I got it for free. Like, if you don't invest in something, you're not going to value it like as if you actually drop some money on it. So it'll be fair priced. My time is not cheap, so, but I'm not a ripoff either. So I'm not good at it, Reddit. Truth is, I have a team. I do have a team. And if you watch my intro video, if you look at my team, I have a producer, I have a director, I have a hair and makeup person. And who else do I have? Art direction people. And I know it sounds all complicated, but the truth is they're my family. So, and I'm giving them jobs and they're giving me quality. My wife is our, my wife is she is our director. Yeah. So my wife is a director. Vishesh, good to see you, brother. And then my son, Makako, is the producer. So he's only 13. He's only 13, but he's got a job. So my daughter, I pay her every once in a while. So whenever I do pull up my hair, and she helps groom my, on my so. So, but you gotta start them early. And but in all reality, in truth and reality, when we first started live streaming in 2019 with the software, we actually did have a team of people. We had a very good friend of ours, Leia. She did all of our computer things for the ministry side of it. My wife as well. So my wife and Leia would do everything from animations to reading comments, doing all of financial stuff. Like if money was being sent, they would handle all that live. And so, yeah, I'm not. So like what Retta said, like I'm not a master at it. I just do it because I can and I have to at sometimes. But part of the truth is I do it because there's something, I guess, in my family, like, and it's a good and bad trait. Like we come from that fabric that if I don't do it, nobody will. And maybe that was true back in the day, but that's not a healthy thing to maintain, right? You want to build people around you that are good, better, or will be better than you, right? So Reddit tested stream like 2 weeks ago. Quality is super. Yeah, most of them are pretty good quality. Depending on there's a whole myriad of factors. It's your upload speed. It's also server connections, and it's also Twitter's desire to make it good or bad. So, because there's a time when you could read comments on Streamlabs and StreamYard, but it was a money issue, right? So, if anybody knows anything about, if you're in the tech industry, it costs money to do what we're doing. Like, it's not free for Twitter to put up live stream. It's expensive. You got to have server space just to host a video and have people come in and watch it. It's very expensive. Now imagine after the video's done, you got to store it somewhere. So they make all kinds of decisions based upon what I just mentioned. Like if there's no value in it, then they may not update it right away. Yeah, dog walker guy is in the house. Yes, sir. How's it? As promised, I'm going to show some profiles, and while I'm going to look it up. Let's see. Fernando. I'm not sure if Fernando's still in here. Fernando. Shoot, what is his username? Fernando, if you're still in here, can you shoot me your username? And we got Vishesh in here. Hopefully I said that right. But please say Twitter. Did I say X or Twitter? Yeah, I think I said X or Twitter. It will always be Twitter because you can't verb X. Like X, you can't make X a verb. It's hard to make X a verb. Okay, let me look up Fernando real quick. The dog war. If you guys are not following Grant just did a live stream and I shared it live on here as well. But going back to the whole idea of live streaming using third-party software and having a course, one of the things I'll cover in the course too is what type of equipment. Like I'm gonna promote myself because this is my channel, but like using the right equipment, having a tripod is important. You don't have to buy the tripods that I have, but this company's been so good to me. Like they've sponsored me since 2016, 2017. They've been so amazing. Like they would ship products for me worldwide just to give to, like when we would do giveaways, right? And they would sponsor it. So getting tripods, microphones, all that good stuff. We're going to cover that in the course as well. So let me look up Fernando. Shoot. Twitter or X has been very strange in the way to like find. So if you're in a search feature, it's hard to find people. I don't know why that is. It's very strange. Even if you follow them. Like you got to get their username right. So we'll find one that we can find. I'll do this. How about this? Hello. Okay, let's do this. Let me share my screen to you guys. Share screen. Here we go. There we go. So I made it a little bit easier for myself, I think. Profile. So let's go and check out some people. Nelson Epega. I'm not sure you guys ever heard of it, but remember that name. He's the founder and CEO of Chatter. I'm sure some of you guys may have heard of him, but you definitely want to keep track of him. That guy is legit. I'm gonna go on my list here. I follow Greg Lunt, Tommy Christie, Babylon Brook. Let's see who's in here. Cordell. Okay, Fernando. There he is. So there's Fernando. So Fernando was just in here. I'm not sure if he's still live in the room with us live, but he I think I met him on Spaces. Let's see. Used to have some Archon gear, but gave it to Chocolate John. Oh, okay. Never had. Unfortunately, we have to leave. Derek, you have a blessed day, brother. Appreciate you. And enjoy your dinner. Yep, there's a discount code. It's Hawaii. Just if you type in Hawaii, you'll get 20% off. Or if you go to my profile, Retta, it's right in my pro. I have a storefront. It's like right there. Appreciate you guys. Let's go to Fernando. So he's on a mission to help men become men of God, leading men to be a better husband. Let's build a Catholic foundation, pray the rosary. I don't know what CMRI stands for. He has his own community. I believe that's his community. And he just started doing live video. And I think this is one of his challenges.
The challenge is to say one thing that you are grateful for when it comes to your wife. Yesterday, I told you how grateful I am of my 3 kids. It is such a beautiful blessing to have 3 children now, and I am really grateful to my wife, the mother of my children, for giving me that blessing of being now a father. I am very grateful for that. Today, I want to say how grateful I am of her having the same Catholic faith as me. That is so valuable. When I met her, we were on similar spiritual journeys, but after years of being with her, we have grown together in our faith. And we have come to know our Catholic faith a lot more, prayed a lot more, studied the Catholic faith a lot more, and especially practiced it, meaning going to church, doing our morning and evening prayers, praying the rosary. So there's a lot of things that we've learned through our church, just being together. And I am so grateful for having my wife in the same Catholic faith. I look at the world now and see all these differences, especially in relationships. And I see how bad it can get when 2 people don't value the same thing, especially when it comes to religion. And I am very thankful for my wife having the same Catholic faith as me. Day 2 of the challenge.
Yes, sir. So that's Fernando. Let me just share a little bit more, then we'll jump on to another one. Oh, did I miss it? So Fernando is his username is leader1fm if you want to give him a follow. And he just started, I want to say a couple of weeks ago, doing live video and then doing these video challenges as well. And he gives a lot of really powerful things, like eye contact is so important when you talk to your kids. Teach your kids the value of eye contact. Conversation flows better with good eye contact. I agree. It's hard to have eye contact when the phone's in your hand too. So my wife, I think today we did our Bible study with our kids, right? And today my wife was like, we didn't do what we said we would do. And I'm like, wait, what? And she we took our phones to Bible study. So my justification is I have my Bible in multiple versions. So although there's a work around that. Yeah. So let's show Retta, since I have him in here. For those of you that are not following Retta, he's been on Twitter for a very long time, if I'm not mistaken. Let me look him up. Let's see if it populates. Sometimes it does, and sometimes it doesn't. Even if you type it all the way. There we go. So there is Retta. And he's got a twin brother, if I'm not mistaken. I believe he does. Let's pop him up. Whoops.
Well, that's cool.
Yeah. My wife is fascinated by twins, by the way, because she has twin brothers, and we've always been praying to have twins. So that would be the ultimate. Yeah.
That's the ultimate end game.
Oh, that's right. It's 3 a.m. out there in Florida, having the early breakfast before he does his fasting Ramadan month for me. Well, let's talk about fasting. As soon as I'm done showing Retta's page, I gotta talk about fasting because I had an interesting story. But here's Retta's account. He's got where is so he has a community which is called the Blue Buzz Crew, and I won't click on it because it'll take me out of the page, but he has quite a big community in that, and also he does a lot of things he posts are I know he's very passionate about government and politics and all that stuff. And then look at this, bro. He just posted look at that. What the heck is that? Wow, that looks in Hawaii we say that looks auto. That's yeah, look at that. I don't know what that is, but I love to eat. So Fernando, you're welcome, brother. Appreciate you, man. So let's show another photo. You know what? Let me play some music in the background. I forgot I can play music in the background on my StreamYard account. Give me 1 second. So it's not just dead space. Where is it? I'll turn my music down though. There we go. Breaking. Wait, someone. Oh, the Trump lawsuit, 83.3 million. I thought he said breaking. Someone won the lottery. That would be the wait. What? I forgot I have lottery tickets in the glove compartment. Yeah, I gotta go check. I always buy lottery tickets when they're high because I don't want to be that guy that doesn't buy lottery tickets. And if it's from that convenience store, I would be so sick to my stomach. I'm trying to find something that has a video. Joe Biden makes a stop at campaign office in New Hampshire. What is it about Biden in New Hampshire? Is that where he's from? I can't remember if that's where he's from. I ain't gonna lie, that he's old. Biden is old. All of our government officials are old. Like for real. Hopefully the music is not too loud. What's up, Dolly? What's up? Good day. How are you? All day in the water. For those that don't know why we're up so late, this is our normal routine. Our kids go to bed. My wife actually, she's working on her master's degree in business, so she does her schoolwork. So we have a very rough schedule. Yeah. But I enjoy this time too. We try to go to bed by 3. So Biden, I think he's, what is he, 80, 86? I don't know how old he is. Trump's old too. They're all old. I'm glad you can hear it. It sounded kind of dead space for a minute. Let's do one more. Ramadan. So this, huh?
He is 81.
Oh, he's 81. What did I say? I said 86. I don't know why I said 86. Maybe I'm projecting. Ramadan. So Ramadan is what the crescent moon marks the beginning of the Islamic holy month of Ramadan. Jill and I extended our best wishes and prayers to Muslims across the country around the world. So if I'm not mistaken, I believe Islam and Christianity are the two most dominant religions around the world. I may be wrong, but let's change the song.
Donald Trump is 77.
Donald Trump is 77. Okay, thank you. So my wife she's my Theo Vaughn has Zach. Joe Rogan has Jamie. Greg has his beautiful wife Emily, so there are fact checkers. So, okay, let's pull up another one. Okay, let's.
YouTube is the leading platform, 2.70.
So YouTube.
Yeah.
So my wife said YouTube is a leading streaming platform or video platform. Period.
2.70 billion users.
Yeah, 2.7 billion. Is that a day or annual? It's got to be a day. Hey Google, how many people watch YouTube every single day? Hey Google, how many people watch YouTube every single day?
$122 million.
People watch it a day?
Yeah.
So family, bro, 122 million people watch YouTube every single day. 122 million a day. Now that's just people watching. We're not talking about hours watched.
What Asset is talking about within, that's what she was just talking about. But within the YouTube platform, there is 2.70 billion users.
We're not talking about hours because that's insane. Okay, let's change the song for a second. Let's see what else I have. Now that I know how to do it, what's this song? Oh, that's a short song. So let's go to another account. Okay, let's answer that question. So Retta said, me meeting Obama. So I'm gonna stop the music for that. So I don't even know what year it is. I don't remember. It was right when he just got out of office. So what year was that? 2016. No, 2017. I forget. So
2016, he was still president. 2017.
where I'm from, that's where Obama vacationed every year for like 15 years. And so, and I'm gonna give you guys facts. There's no opinion behind this. I'm just giving you facts, facts as I received them. Okay, and there's no opinion behind them. Yeah, I met Obama. I'll share a picture. So if you guys want to hang on, I'll share the picture. But
Yeah, 2017, so maybe 2018.
so my wife is helping me out. So, shoot, give me a second. I'll find it. But yeah, I met so anyways, so Obama would vacation in Kailua, Hawaii. That's where I'm from. I say I'm from. We lived there for 27 years. Our property so for those that don't know, my wife and I, we pastored a church in Kailua, Oahu, which is the east side. On that property, it was like a 1.5, I think it was 1.5, almost 2 acre property. And then we also had a drug and alcohol rehab that we helped open in 2019 on the same property. Okay. Literally one street over and about maybe 2 or 3 city blocks to the left is where Obama would vacation for 15 years. As a senator, he would vacation there. And anyway, so the company that I worked for was Paul Mitchell. And so there was a time when Obama couldn't get that house, so he stayed at my boss's house, which was in Lanikai, which is Kailua. And so prior to me meeting him, I had to do an interview process. I had to do a background check. They do everything. So the Secret Service agent in charge. So they have a Secret Service agent based out in Hawaii, and of course, they bring all their team. And so the agent in charge did paperwork. They had to fill a whole bunch of paperwork, all that stuff. They do a credit check. They do everything. They check everything. Then there's there was an oral interview where they would ask questions, just kind of get to know you. It was friendly. It wasn't pressure. I don't think it was pressure. And then we met the family manager. I won't say the name just for, obvious reasons. So they have a family manager who manages all the family members and guests that come, because they're there for a month or 2 months, right? So sometimes the family would arrive 3 weeks prior to Obama would arrive, because he's still working or whatever engagements. So they'll be there for about a month to 45 days. So after meeting all the Secret Service, we were given very specific instructions. Don't stare. They literally tell you, don't stare. Don't engage in conversation unless they engage with you. Just all the obvious things. Don't hang out by vehicles. They're very specific. Like don't walk around. I walk by the vehicles, but this is don't like hang out. They weren't like super strict about it, because it was kind of laid back compared to him being president, but they still had on property at least 50 agents, Secret Services, and minimum 50 on property. It was crowded. Everybody's obviously they're all armed. There's semi-auto. Take that back. There's probably fully automatic rifles in the minivans that they had. There's like rifle. There's like 3 rifles in the van, all stacked up. There's like handguns all underneath the dash. There's just weapons. You can see them. They're not hiding them. You can see they have bulges on there, and they have nice clothes on. They have like aloha shirts, and some guys had, so they're not hiding it, and they're not flashing it either. But that's some of the things I remember. So when I officially met him, they did a whole like meet and greet. We shake hands, we say hello, all that good stuff. I will say this: I didn't vote for him, so, and we're not getting political, but I definitely honored. I will honor any man that is serving our country in that capacity. Period. I don't care what party you're in. I respect Trump. I respect them all for doing what they're doing, because whether I agree with their policies or their personal character or not, I saw firsthand what they give up to do what they're doing, and I don't personally I don't believe that there's any real gain from doing that other than serving your country. That's what I believe. Whether you're a bad person or good person, I really believe when you're at that position, at the highest level of leadership in the planet, I don't think it's worth it unless you really you're at that point in your life where you say, you know what, I may have done all these things, but this is the last thing I want to do. And I think I will say Obama, he looked a lot older in person. And they say that they age considerably. The stress level is unbelievable. But and I agree with that. But the one funny thing they told me was when you shake his hand, take notice of how soft his skin is. And I'm like, I don't know why she told me that. So one of our friends, she was the concierge services, and she said, when you shake his hand, just take notice of how soft his hands are. And his skin was like legit, like what? I think, what the heck? It was such a weird factoid to throw at me. And I just thought that was cool. And so I met him initially, then we met the family, Michelle Obama. Let me look for the picture. So just give me a second, guys, so I can log in so you guys can see. Or I can retweet it and I'll just post it up on my I think I met him my wife said 2017.
2017 was when he was.
So I officially met him, I think, in 2017.
Could be after his term.
Yeah. Let me look it up. If you guys give me 1 second, and I'll look it up.
Because it ended January 20th, 2017. So maybe sometime in 2017 or 2018.
Okay, here we go. So I'll retweet it. Let me see if I can find it. Who did I retweet it for? So I have a business account, which is Glow Sessions, but let me see. Oh, I'll retweet it myself. Okay, so I'll retweet it and I'll put it up on there so you guys can see. Where is it? There we go. Okay, so here I'll put it up for you guys. Now let me share something with you guys. And guys, this is not political by any means, but I'm a very firm believer in a healthy government. Okay. Um, okay, there we go. So this is, let me go through the photos real quick. And this is how blessed I am, family. This is like, okay, I'm gonna show a lot of you guys may not like them. I don't care. I actually, so this is in 2000 and what year was this? This was 2005. I took this photo with my Canon Rebel digital like DSLR, one of the first digital cameras that ever came out. I took this photo and he looked at me right when I took the photo, and I was literally 50 feet from the stage. And he literally flew his helicopter on the top of the building, rolled down the elevator, got into a limo, drove the limo like 1 block over, came to the building, and this was a business conference. Okay. But anyways, I want to share that. This is Obama. Of course, I had a much different look back then. But yeah, soft hands. Yeah. And let me say this. I know I said that I didn't vote for him. But that's kind of irrelevant, because I will say that when he came on property, you notice he's wearing shorts, you notice he's doing a shaka, right? You see, but what you can't see in the picture is that he's wearing legit slippers. So in Hawaii, we call them slippers. Okay. Let me see. Yeah, and he was, and actually one of my wife's family members actually went to school with him. They played basketball on the same picture, same team, not same picture, on the same team. Punahou, yeah. But so the slippers he wore, I think they were called Locals Only. So if you go to YouTube or Google and look up Locals Only. But here's the cool thing: like the job that I had, I was very blessed to be able to meet people. I'll share one more photo because this is all in Kailua family, okay? Like where I lived, where I worked, where we planted our church. But look who else I met. I don't know if you guys know who this guy is. Yeah, this is like, I mean, Obama's cool, right? But like Jorge Garcia, this guy lived in Kailua too. Yeah. If you don't know who he is the guy from Lost, yeah. Let me see. And then where's the other one? So this guy, this is. I'm gonna see if anybody knows who this is. So I'm gonna give it a second. If you know who this is, you can post up in the comments. I'll give it a second. I'll play some music while we're waiting. So let's get some music. He's an American hero. He may not. For years, he didn't want to carry that burden of being "quote unquote" an American hero. But if you don't know who that is, that's Marcus Luttrell. He is the guy that they made that movie. Yeah, they made that movie. The Old Driver. He's actually 6'4". So Mark Wahlberg was definitely a much smaller. Marcus Luttrell, I think he's 6'4", 6'5". He's not a small guy. So the fact that he survived all of that was crazy. So I met him and his wife, Melanie. They actually have a big ranch out there in Texas. And it was cool. They invited me to stay at their ranch, but that was many, many years ago. And I never did take them up on, because I never did make it out there until years later. And we never did really talk after that. But okay, let's close that out. But yeah, going back to that, I will say that is one of the cool moments. I can say that I met a president, a former U.S. president. I think it would be cool to be able to meet a sitting U.S. president. That would be, to be able to go to White House. That would be nice. For like legit, that would be really amazing to be able to meet a. So let's do one more. Let's see. Who can I look for? Oops. I'll go to my follows list. That's what I'll do. I'll share one more profile, and then I'll probably land the plane. We can share Emmy Rich. She's not here, but that's okay. I'll share her anyways. So Emmy Rich is an amazing piano player. Check this out. She this is one of her videos from like 3-4 years ago, and there's a time when we all got viewership. Like she's part of the 100,000 club. So this is her playing piano and getting about 100,000 people to watch. And that was when Twitter, they actually put time and invested into the platform. And exposure was never an issue. So let me just, and how I found her, I'll share with you how I found her.
Danke. Well, good morning, world.
Yeah, she that's right, Grant. She is a music teacher, and she's also she's great in recording. She can record things on the fly. She knows how to do looping, all that techie stuff, which I'm not good at doing the whole loop. I've tried it. It takes a little practice. But she's an amazing content creator. And there's another, I won't share her tonight because I went for the sake of time, but there's another amazing piano player. She goes by the name of Ideas Rex. I think that's her username. I can't remember her actual profile name. Is there anybody else before I close it out? Mary Desmond. We haven't seen her in a while. I tried reaching out to her, but she hasn't been on X or Twitter. She's an amazing guitar player and singer as well. But she has her own, I think she's gone viral on other platforms. She has her own music or albums on Spotify, Apple Music, all that good stuff. So the stream I remember was her playing her piano in the station. Really? And the other girl played her piano like on a mountaintop too. Yeah. So yeah, they're both amazing. Even Rob Braxman, I think his name is, amazing piano player. He has like 500,000 subscribers or whatever it is on YouTube. There's a lot of guys that, okay, let's go ahead and close this out, I think. But there was a lot of guys that were content creators here on Twitter, X, Periscope, whatever you want to call it, that were amazing. Thank you, brother Retta. Appreciate you, brother. If you guys not following Retta, his username is Retta Moore. It's REDAMOR_, I think. Make sure you follow him. A great content creator. He runs some pretty vibrant communities too, both in the live stream arena and also in the political realm as well. Yeah, I got it right. Retta Moore _. Yeah, so there was a time when Twitter, Periscope, X, when they really took care of live stream creators. Now a lot of them have left the platform, and they've created massive communities. There's 4 or 5 that I know of that have huge communities out there, and they're making money. The Flash is one of them. Rob Braxman is another one. David Osaka, he's making consistent money on YouTube, and he shared it with us live how much money he makes. It's not a lot, but it's still more than what they're paying here, and he's doing the same thing. So there's a cash cow that they're not exploiting here on Twitter X yet, and I'm not sure why. Let me share with you how you can make money on that. Before I close it out, check this out. If I want to make money on Twitter, and let's say I'm the what do you call that? I'm the owner of this platform. Okay. Let's say you want to make money. Just post up an ad on the bottom like that. Right. And you can have corporate entities say, hey, buy Coca-Cola or buy a steak from like Ruth Chris Steakhouse, it'd be on the bottom. And they can charge and they make money off of it. And as content creators, you can cash in on that depending. You can work it all out. But I don't know. I don't know. I'm not sure why. You can make a lot of money. I'm not talking about as a platform. I'm not talking about just as content creators. You want me to promote that?
Zoe wants you to. She wants you to tip.
Okay. Before I close, no, Fernando, I'll share this. Okay, and I'm not flexing because it's not a lot of money, but I was making about $145 a month on Twitter back in 2017. They were paying us for not average, but tip revenue, right? And somebody said, "Show me the receipts." Well, I guess I could, but I wasn't the only one. There was like, I want to say at least 1,000 creators minimum making consistent money, and some made a lot more than me. One of them made 40 grand and he didn't cash out on it because he was in a country that didn't qualify. And we'll talk about that at another time. So there's a lot of money to, like, for me, like I didn't wait for it. Like I just, I monetized myself. Like why wait? And I know we're not just talking about me. I want to share with you guys just for a second how you can monetize yourself and not wait for Twitter to do it. And this is not a tutorial scope. I want to share with you anyway, since I've got you. We're talking about it. But if you want to make money, don't wait for Twitter. Do it yourself. Like this is my profile, right? So I have a storefront on my page, and it's all like I can like right here, like all my products, t-shirts, my tripods. Oops, my tripods that they're one of my sponsors. And then, you can have your own like links. Like I have my The Real G, that's my website. And I also have another link in my profile, which goes to my podcast. So, monetize yourself. You know what I mean? So don't wait for it. That's my opinion anyways. But one last thing of order, and then we'll end it. So we have new friends that we met near the Portland area. And they have this company called, what is it called? Orion. Okay.
Is that the name of the company?
Yeah. Well, that's the food brand. Okay. So the owner's from Hawaii and her husband's from Oregon. So they formed a company called Orion. So Oregon and Hawaii, right? And they make this homemade mochi crunch. And I know I'm on a carnivore diet, but I'm going to make an exception. Okay. And we're going to open, I was going to open this on Instagram and promote it, but I'm going to open it and I'm going to do another opening on my Instagram. I'll do an Instagram video. So we're going to open this. If you want to, I'll post it somewhere. So it's orion.com, but we're going to open this and we're going to do a little quick taste test. So she makes homemade mochi crunch. Oh, I butchered it. Okay, there we go. So let me clear my sign. I'm gonna mute my mic for a second and let me play some music. Give me a second. I'm gonna clear my sinuses and I'm gonna mute my mic for a second. Well, I hope my mic was muted. Yeah, okay, yeah. So these are homemade. This is mochi crunch. This is the Schmango mango or Schmango mochi crunch. Yeah, have a good dinner, Grant. Okay, we're gonna open this up. And also, if you guys want to buy my shirts, I have it on my website. The Real Gilo, or on my website. Yeah, on my website and on my Twitter profile. I can't open this. Here we go. This was interesting. Wait. Oh, right to the trash can. Here we go. We're gonna do a live crunching test. So this is what it looks like.
I have little bits of mango.
Interesting. It's not bad. It's very good, but I don't know what kind of. It's weird. It's good. It's got like a.
It almost tastes like cinnamon toast crunch.
Yeah, just like almost like weird. Hey guys, before I end it, how many of you guys would like to see me and David Osaka do a eating contest? Yeah. So so in my podcast I did with David Osaka, we did the recording live here, right? And then I put it up on all the podcast outlets. But he drank Pit Viper juice, and I had like green tea. So it was cool. So I was thinking, I told Dave, but we should one day just get some food and let's eat it together. And we wanted to do it in person, but because of expense and travel and just schedules, it's hard. So I'm thinking we'll do it together on a live stream. So anyways, all right guys, before I end it, let me just say first of all, thank you for those that are in the live stream. Thank you for being here. Thank you for hanging out. Thank you for engaging. Thank you for the hearts. For the active, Fernando and Grant, thank you for being in here. Appreciate you guys. And those on replay, thank you. If you enjoyed today's content, do me a favor, repost this. And if you're concerned about flooding your timeline with spam, you can undo the repost when you're done, getting whatever so I do appreciate that. Comments definitely help metrics for algorithm purposes. And let me turn off my music. So thank you for that. And then those that are supporters, like you buy merchandise, thank you. I appreciate that. You guys are just a blessing, being very transparent and also transparent and honest. So brother Richard, thank you for being in here. We're actually on the tail end of closing this out, but thank you. Noel Richard is actually a live streamer as well, if I'm not mistaken. Not just live streamer, but I believe doesn't Noel have a drone? Maybe I'm getting mixed up. Yeah. Grant, thank you, bro. Appreciate you. So thank you for that, guys. And also, if you want to buy some merch, I just got this in and it's available on my profile. We got the beanies in, got the t-shirts for guys and the ladies. If there's other types, it's all on my front page on my Twitter profile. If you're watching on YouTube, Kick or Rumble, you can click on my website profile. So guys, for those of you that are in Twitter, thank you. We are live on YouTube, X, Rumble, and Kick all at the same time. So yeah. And then stay tuned, family. I'm going to be sharing. There's two announcements I'll make. One is that I have a podcast series coming up, and it is themed. I can't even remember. It's themed around Hawaii, and so I did a graphic. It's called The Battle for Paradise, and it's a new podcast series. It's basically covering a lot of things that Hawaii has faced over the years. In my opinion, what I feel some of the top issues of my generation. One is obviously the Maui fires. That'll be our starter, and I'm being very transparent. I'm going to use that as my lead-in topic just because that's the freshest in people's minds. And then the next one will be hidden agendas with Hawaiian homelands, where basically it's kind of like reservations, like in the mainland you have reservations for the Native Americans. Well, Hawaii has Hawaiian homelands, which is something not technically similar, but the same concept. And I'll share that. And of course, the land ownership issues if you're Native Hawaiian. And the last one is more of a light topic, and it's about Native Hawaiians when they leave Hawaii, their desire not just for the language but for the culture. And that's something I'm experiencing firsthand right now, is that I always wonder, why is it that all all the Hawaiians that don't live in Hawaii, when they come back, they're so like they're super Hawaiian now. They're like the they're like the super like I know everything Hawaiian, and I don't mean it like in a disrespectful way, but it's kind of like they're super like into the culture and the language and the music. I get it now that I'm older, and I'm like, oh, I miss everything, you know. Oh, Hannah in Hawaii, yeah. She was an amazing content creator, Grant. Yeah, thank you for that. I appreciate you, brother. So yeah, so that's a podcast series coming up, and then also I'm just finishing up the curriculum for the live stream course. I'm going to be offering a live stream course. It's not going to be expensive, but it's not going to be free either. I'm a firm believer, as I said earlier, nothing. If you're good at something, never do it for free. Number one. Number two, if people don't pay for something, they're never respected or value it as if it was an investment. So, like new farmer smokers. So keep those two things in mind. Also, one more time, I'm going to promote the heck out of it. If you need a tripod or equipment, go to archon.com. You can buy one, get 20% off. Just put in Hawaii at checkout. You get 20% of your entire order. They're one of my product sponsors. They're all in my profile as well. So, all right, I'm going to end it. I'll keep selling stuff if I'm not careful. So, above all else, guys, I appreciate your time. All the engagement, all the share outs, reposting, all that stuff, commenting. I appreciate that. And I do this really for the community aspect. And I'm just grateful that you guys are here. And it's late here on the West Coast. So thank you for your time. Thank you for your hearts. For those of you that are able to tap the screen, even on YouTube, I see you. For those that are able to tap and put up comments and tap the screen for hearts, even on YouTube, thank you. And even on Kick, which is a live stream platform, thank you very much. Appreciate you guys. I think that's it. I think that is it. If you're now following me on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, I'm available. If you want to hear just my voice, I'm on those as well. So, all right, we're going to end it. As I always say, guys, thank you again for your time, your hearts, your data, all that good stuff. But most importantly, family, thank you for your time above everything else. And I hope that the exchange of your time for this was worth your time. On behalf of my my family, my wife, as I always say, love you guys. God bless you guys. Ahui ho. Aloha and mahalo. Yes, sir. Chee-hoo.